Hello, and welcome back to RetelFactor. This week, I've been playing a ton of No Man's Sky in VR. No Man's Sky in VR. Fucking 2016, back with a vengeance. But seriously, I've been a big fan of VR. I know I haven't done that much VR on this channel before, but it's one of those things where I believe in VR. Like, I was like a day one adopter back in 2016. And I know not a lot of people like VR is their thing, and I totally get that, and that's fine. Like, I don't think VR is ever gonna replace, regular gaming on a television. I don't think so at all. Like, I see it as like a supplemental experience, but there's a lot of really cool, awesome experiences to be had in VR that you just can't get anywhere else. You really have to just try it out. And I think VR is always kind of missed. It's been missing like the killer app, that one game that absolutely everybody needs to try, and it's gonna change everybody's opinion on VR. It hasn't really had that, but there have been a lot of really crazy, really good games on VR that honestly have been some of the best gaming experiences I ever had, like playing Resident Evil 7 in VR. No horror game in my life has affected me that much before. That opening, especially that opening sequence in VR, holy shit. He's fucking Terminator, dude. That's like one of the scariest pieces of entertainment I've ever experienced.
You ain't getting away.
And now here we are with No Man's Sky in VR. I remember when this game first came out, everyone's like, oh, this game needs to be in VR. This game, it makes sense to be in VR. This would be the perfect game for that platform. And here we are 3 years later, and that's finally become a reality. It's become a virtual reality. Yes. And I've been playing it like non-stop for the past couple nights, and it's been a crazy experience. Not only have I not played VR in quite some time, so jumping into VR and getting my VR legs back, it was kind of a bit of a trip, but also just like No Man's Sky, the game has improved so much. It's absolutely insane. Like, all the credit in the world goes to Hello Games and Sean Murray and their team for sticking to their guns and weathering that storm, despite what everybody was saying, despite being like the butt of so many jokes and so many memes. Like, I will admit Sean Murray didn't do himself any favors back in 2016 when it comes to overpromising on the game, but they've really turned things around, and I think No Man's Sky, especially in VR, has been one of my best gaming experiences this year, which is crazy to say. And it was also my first time playing this game in multiplayer mode. I was playing with my friend, youtube.com/Beiruti, and we've just been having a blast because he's playing in VR and I'm playing in VR, and it's funny because like you can tell when the other person's playing in VR because you can see their fucking stupid hand movements and shit, and it's so funny.
That looks scary, dog. Like, dude, my right hand is messed up. I can't see my right hand.
And now with the added multiplayer modes, you can just fuck with the other players so much. And just, man, No Man's Sky, when it first came out, it was a very lonely game, but this absolutely changes that.
Point at, whoa, what the fuck, Retel?
Peace out, dog. And just like exploring these worlds in VR, honestly, it's like, I can't even put it into words. It really feels like you're somewhere else. Like, it's not a perfect experience. Like, it's a little rough around the edges. The game doesn't look amazing when you're playing in VR. Like, it's a little blurry. Obviously, the resolution takes a hit, but you really do adjust to it. And I was playing for like 3 hours straight the night it came out, which 3 hours straight in VR, and I'm playing with like full locomotion, like all of the comfort settings turned off. Bear, he's playing on teleporting because he gets really VR sick. But I just went for it, man. I turned all of those settings off, and I played for 3 hours straight, and I felt great. I felt fine afterwards, which is really, really impressive. Like, it really depends game to game for me. Like, playing Wipeout VR, that game fucks me up. I get so sick playing Wipeout VR. But No Man's Sky, even when I'm flying around, that's probably when I'm most sensitive, and I kind of feel my stomach a little bit when I'm like in my ship and I'm doing some loop-de-loops or whatever. I'm just like, ooh, I gotta level out here and just chill. But so far, like, I've been feeling great, and like, I can say from personal experience, nothing turns you off of VR more than getting sick while playing a game. And it's so weird because it's like, getting sick while you're playing, it makes you just not want to go back and play that game. It is like straight up ruined games for me, and thank God that didn't happen in No Man's Sky. Yeah, I can see you outside doing it. Hey, stop that shit. Stop.
So dog.
Fuck off, dude. It really is a crazy experience. I was just playing and just exploring these worlds in virtual reality. It just changes everything. It gives you this insane sense of scale, this sense of immersion. I know that's like the meme. It's like my immersion, you know? But it's really unparalleled in VR. And I just, like, the first night I was playing, I was just thinking back. I remember going to work the next day, and I was just thinking back on all of these crazy things that we explored and we got to see. I'm just like going underwater and digging like this crazy underwater like cavern and tunnel and exploring these underwater caves, and it's just crazy. It's insane. And the VR is really well done, like just like the user interface and how you play. I really do recommend playing the tutorial because I jumped back into like an older save file in VR. No idea what the hell I was doing. Like I finally figured out how to get out of my ship, and I'm on like this hostile planet. These animals are attacking me, and I'm just like, how the fuck do I bring out my gun? I didn't know how to bring out my gun. To bring out your gun, you grab it from your back, and to access like your in-game menu, like it really is smart. It never takes you out of it. Like your little HUD, it's on your arm, and you just bring it up that way. It's super cool. Like once you're in VR, the game does a really good job of never taking you out of it, never really forcing you to go into menus to do anything. You can do everything from within the world. It's really well done. I really think it might now be my favorite VR game, which is saying a lot because I love Resident Evil 7 in VR, and you know there's Beat Saber and fucking Super Hot VR. Super Hot VR? Are you kidding me? But No Man's Sky in VR, I'm telling you, it was a free update. I didn't have to pay anything to experience it, and it's gotten me right back into the game. I paid full price for this game when it first came out, but I mean now you can get the game for pretty cheap, and you have like this crazy VR experience just waiting for you. And I'm not trying to sell you on this game, but I was really super blown away, super impressed, and I wanted to give it some praise. I wanted to give it some recognition because I really think No Man's Sky and Hello Games that they deserve it. Anyways, I just wanted to share my thoughts on No Man's Sky VR with you guys. In case you couldn't tell, I liked it a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.